It's Madden NFL 24, and all eyes are on Jamar Chase, who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Then we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback, Josh Allen.
And normally in this spot we talk about passing numbers from last week, but this time it's all about the rushing. 3 times he found the end zone in his last ball game. He is a do-everything quarterback, and you have to expect we'll see him call his own number here as well.
They start the drive with Cook. Pushing his way through. There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. His 6th rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall. And the Bills put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for, because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they're brought out by the former Washington Husky, undrafted back in 2019, Jake Browning.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away, because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it. But otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bengal first down with a 16-yard pickup there. Again, it's Mixon. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Bengals at 4-3, a game over 500. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Now Browning. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Browning. Touchdown, Bengals! Jamar Chase hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. James Cook running back out now. So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently. I'm taking on the bullet.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Allen. A quick throw there is incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one. That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Here's Jones. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And a week ago, as you get a look at the numbers, well over 100 yards, he was on fire.
He was on fire. Obviously, the offensive line was on fire, all the guys who were trying to assist him. But you know who else was? The play caller. Because his ego totally got out of the way, and he kept calling the plays that were working over and over, and they really didn't stop him.
Now the challenge, can they duplicate it? From the 31, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, Browning. Looking for Chase on the outrun. He's got him. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. You look at this Buffalo defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Browning. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. Brought down at the 20. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Operating from the gun. Brown over the middle to Smith. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen going to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Allen going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. There's a nice move. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 97 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Browning. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it. No, he didn't. A run there on first down, and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5. Operating from the gun, Browning. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Looking to throw, Browning. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Finally, this defense makes a stand. They've given up touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but here they said, we've got to put a stop to that. Good coverage there to force a punting situation and a 4th down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Allen off the play fake. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Cook up the gut. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another run here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Allen with a throw caught by Diggs. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Throw left side complete. That's Morris. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Allen to throw once more. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Allen. Flushed out, and he's going to go down again. They came with a safety blitz, and Daxton Hill got home. Now the Bengals going to use the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Bass is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Throwing to start the drive. Browning looking deep here for Chase. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got 1 of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Browning's throw complete there to Smith. Now the Bills are going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That is caught. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Browning. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 39. Again, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll look to throw again. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So after the INT, it's Allen. Finds his rookie tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st down, Allen. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. Back to the air on second down. It's Allen setting up the screen for Cook. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. Now Allen again as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He connected on his first, this from 41. The kick by Bass is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. 1 second, all that remains. Airing one out for Boyd. That is incomplete. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We saw some strong work from James Cook in that first half. He's already over 100 yards rushing for the game and has a touchdown run as well. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Mixon with a first down carry. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 27. And that's out quickly to Chase. This second and 4. To throw, Browning. And this is incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
2nd and 6.
At the Bills' 11-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And McPherson on for the extra point.
And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, you know, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Allen.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's Jones on the return. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Bengals set to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
Now Browning. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Here's Browning. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Here's 2nd and 10.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jordan Phillips drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will be taken at the 13. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down. To the air, Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. And he's got this down to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. First down, here's the run with Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle, it's Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now Allen off the bootleg. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely, that was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Murray will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mixing up the middle. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Second down and 8.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first and 10, Browning. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again on second and 10. Browning. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Slot man moves right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon. 109 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
He connects quickly to Jamar Chase. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 4, this is second down and 1. Off the bootleg. Browning. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. James Cook and the Buffalo offense returning to work now. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, You're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Bills.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now Cook running right. And fights through one man. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there, just like last play.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Has his man, it's Shakir. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Here's second down and 3. Allen, a give. This is Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Throwing, Allen. They'll run with Cook. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now Allen. Cook is in. Touchdown Bills.
That score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So now the Bengals down by 7, 1:09 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Pass complete to Higgins. Oh, and he's going to take this right to the line to gain. Awfully close. But they'll say that he did get the 6 yards he needed. Didn't get much more than that, but it works all the same. First down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And that's going to be a first down as he's out of bounds to stop the clock. 15 seconds to play.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that can finish things off for them.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's third down here. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Buffalo, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.